Mic check, 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 check. Dang it all. Well, I thought I had a stream issue, then I had an audio issue. But listen, we're back. It's noon. It's Friday. It's Cars on the Move. It feels like it's been a long week. Am I right? But Cars on the Move, we talked about connecting dealers, auctions, and carriers. We're happy to have you with us today. Please do say hello in the live chat. David from Two Bears Transportation LLC is here. Oh, you have no power. Are you in Oklahoma? I heard that Oklahoma is having ice and power issues right now. So let me know where you're at. But you're able to get online. So I guess you're pulling data on your cell phone. Let's go live with Ty. Hey, before we do that, do me a favor. Please do leave a like. And you see the share button on your screen right below this video. Go ahead and click the share button, click the copy button, text this, email it, put it on Facebook. Let somebody know right now, hey, Ty and Jay are going to go live on YouTube, are live right now, and what they're going to talk about is connecting dealers, auctions, and carriers. Yesterday on Dispatching Live, we looked at the load board. Today we're going to talk about, listen, if you don't want to look at load boards, you want to get coaching, you want to grow your business without being beholden to somebody else having the customer, that's what we're going to talk about. So let's go live with Ty. Ty, can you see me and hear me okay?
Yeah, can you see and hear me?
I see you, I hear you. Thanks for taking the time. What's going on, man?
It's a beautiful day in Kansas City at the America's Auto Auction. Right behind me, I got a guy loading cars, and I got another guy getting ready to load cars in the transport parking lot. It's kind of cool. This guy I just met, he might come in and talk to us here in a second, but it's a cool story. I'll save that for later. So anyway, yesterday I was watching your Dispatching Live show, and I thought it was really good. And I thought it was good because it really made me go crazy in my head listening to you guys talk about how to get a car, how to build a pack, how to do a 2-pack, a 1-pack. And I was like, are you kidding me? Is this really what you guys do every day? And, you know, I was thinking like, okay, if you got that one car, that's, I think you call it your, I don't know, your base load or whatever you call it. I was like, all right, once you get that, now you've got 2 other calls on a 3-car hauler to try to make this thing work. And it's just like, man, it seems like a lot of work and a lot of gamble and a lot of roll the dice. Go ahead, Jay.
Well, you saw, that's right. That 3-car load, that was a really exciting moment for me because I know that moment. And by the way, at any moment, if you want to go to interview, do it because we're good.
Hey, Steve, come here. It's my buddy Steve.
All right, cool.
Yeah, I want you to say hi.
We'll come back to that.
I talk about you all the time.
What?
This is my buddy Jay right here. See Jay?
Hi, how you doing?
Hey, what's going on?
Best here. What do you do here, Steve?
Mechanic.
And
everything else.
This guy is full throttle all the time.
Yep.
You're helping dealers.
Yep.
You're helping carriers.
Yep.
And you're moving stuff in and out of the auction,
Right.
keeping it going.
Exactly.
This guy's on it all the time, Steve. Thank you. Jay, you got a question for Steve?
I don't have a question, but I do. I want to say thank you. I mean, right?
He's a real helper.
For the transporters that, you know, can't say it to you right now, thanks for what you do. Because that really helps.
We appreciate you.
Right.
Yeah. Thank you. That's awesome. No, seriously. As a dispatcher, I appreciate, right? I appreciate what Steve does because I'm trying to keep the driver on a schedule, and guys like Steve help the driver stay on schedule.
Yeah, they do.
Thank you. Yeah.
This auction is my favorite auction because they help you and they care and they want to get the cars in and they want to get the cars out, and they've got a really slick process of how that happens, which is old school.
Right.
They actually let people come to the auction and they actually run cars through the auction and people really buy them. It's amazing. So what I did before the show is I went and got the stats, right? How are the numbers? Number of cars in the sale is down a little still, but we're still in the middle of the pandemic. So they are right around 700. Now this stat is what my favorite stat right here. And you don't hear me talk about this one, but how many bidder badges were at the sale yesterday? 600, right? So if you're going to run, say 800 cars, 600, you're pushing 10% bidders. So how many of those bidder badges were in the lane? The number was still, but we're still in the middle of the pandemic. So 458, I think. And then there was another 250, 275 online. So pushing 700. And my point in saying that is dealers appreciate auctions that run the cars through the lane. They really do. And they show up. So I'm here yesterday. This place is just hopping. Beautiful day. Everybody's happy. I'm talking to car dealers. Hey, and this is no joke, man. I've been doing this 20 years. And I'm up here yesterday and I see dealers that I never see come to this auction. Never see them here. Hey, what are you doing here, buddy? This guy, okay, Ford store, Lincoln, Mazda in Missouri is bringing his trades from his store, which is not anywhere close to this auction. What's that tell you? That's a new car store, guys, okay? And he's taking his stuff to the auction that runs the cars. Talk to another guy. He's got a Chevy store. What are you doing here? I hadn't seen you at this auction ever. Yeah, well, I like to come where there's people, and I like to see cars run through the lane. You going to buy a bunch today? Yeah, planning on it. So the percentage of the sale was up. Dealers, everybody I talk to, I'll just say it, everybody I talk to says, I'm not going back to Manheim. I'm not sending my stuff there. I'll only buy there if I have to. What about Odessa? Not going there either. What are you doing with your trades? I'm sending them here. Why? Because they bring more money in the lane. So as an auction, you want a couple of things. You want a lot of cars in the auction, and you want a lot of buyers in the auction. So as an auction, you've got to get both at the same time. It reminds me of a broker, right? A broker needs carriers and a broker needs cars. An auction needs buyers and an auction needs cars. Where do they get the cars? This is what I always talk about. If you're an auction sales rep, your job, the way you get paid is you have to get, these are all key words, by the way, that you're hearing me talk, okay? If you go talk to a car dealer, what do you do with your trade-ins? What do you do with your buys? How do you get rid of them and how do you bring them home? You follow me? Am I making any sense?
Yeah, actually, I like that you said that because that kind of leads us into, I just was going to give a reminder that Monday night is the Cars on the Move monthly roundtable. It's only once a month. It's at 7 o'clock on the first Monday of the month. And what you just said, I just put in the live chat. Use Ty's words.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
This is my buddy Jay.
Hello, Jay.
This is Jack.
How's it going,
From
Jack?
Colorado?
Colorado.
Yeah, so we were talking just a few minutes before the show. I didn't want to freak him out, but he's in Colorado, and guess who he knows? McCloskey Motors.
Get out of here. Mike Phillips?
He doesn't know Mike. He just knows
I don't know him, but, you can't miss their commercials on TV.
That's awesome, man.
And the radio.
We love Mike Phillips of McCloskey Motors, so that's really cool.
Yeah, McCloskey
Small
Motors.
world, isn't it?
Yeah, you bet.
Talk to you later.
Thanks, man. Right on.
Yeah, he's got the CX-09 truck package, Western Star. Nice looking truck and trailer. Owner operator. Okay. So he's out here making it happen. He's leased on to somebody. Are you seeing the truck and trailer behind me?
Yeah, it looks awesome, man. Thank you. Really good.
Yeah. It's a really slick setup. Of course, Cottrell's a good quality product. They make, they've been around forever.
You see it a lot. You see Cottrell all the time.
Yeah. The Western Star has the 13-liter Detroit. Okay. You never hear Ty talk about equipment, do you?
Not as often as other topics.
Really, because, I like equipment. Everybody knows that. It's amazing stuff. Watch this behind me. Jack's getting ready to drive a car on. You want to watch it?
Yeah, let's see it.
Okay, watch. Let's hope it works. Here it comes. You see that?
Right. So what's happening? Describe what's happening. For anybody that, brand new, why did he stop there? What's he doing?
I don't know. He might have to back here he's got something he's working on.
Okay. So he's got to do something before he loads it.
Oh, maybe put the seats down so he can squeeze out. I don't know.
Right.
Got to crawl out the back. I've
Exactly,
had to do that
right?
more than once.
You got to plan ahead. It's all about planning ahead. You know what's interesting? What I've really noticed, anybody really working hard, you got about 10 seconds to talk to them because they got to get back to work. They got to go.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. Well, the clock's ticking. The stupid ELD, right?
Oh my gosh. But I bet you he knows how to. He's gonna come out one of the doors because he knows how to live with like 3 inches, right? Yeah.
Well, this trailer, the way it's set up, he's fine. He's got plenty of room. But anyway, that's car hauling, and to me, that's the easy part.
So I want
Or
to
the
go
fun part.
Oh, and by the way, hey, we had a question. I want to make sure we get to this. Hey, what's up, Larry Richter? Thanks for tuning in. Carlos Fuentes. And by the way, what's up, Carlos Braxton, Preston Huff? How you guys doing? Thanks for tuning in. Carlos Fuentes asks, what's the difference between East Coast rates and West Coast rates? And I know this is not a simple answer, but he's asking the question, which leads to a conversation.
It's a good question. I just talked to a really great guy yesterday. Came in through ATI, your show.
Awesome.
Young guy's got a fleet of 10 Stingers. So he's up in New Jersey area, that east. And he and I were talking about rates, different things like that. But my answer would be East and West Coast if you're staying in the East Coast, okay? If you're staying in the West Coast, they should actually be about the same. Depends on what you're moving, right? The next part of that question, it just opens up all kinds of things. Well, I'm the guy that likes to stay in one state or maybe connecting states, stay real close, build a lane. That's what I like. And if you do that, you're looking at about $1 a mile per car. You get out into the East Coast and the West Coast, you can probably get by with about $2 a mile. We're in the Midwest. Midwest seems to be a little less, right?
And so here's what I was just thinking. What you could imagine is a graph where as your expenses rise, your rate rises. So your profit margin might be the same per coast, but your overall rate might be higher on the East Coast, given tolls, etc.
Now those tolls, that's what that, his name was Eric. I don't remember his last name, but he was telling me the tolls out there, like $19.50 per axle.
It's wild, man. They add up so fast, which is why, really, I think that, and also I want to say this too, nationwide rate, so you can have like East Coast, West Coast, and then nationwide. Because if you're rolling coast to coast, that is the cents per mile always looks so low. I find it staggering.
Yeah. Well, and that's what this Eric and I were talking about yesterday. He had a big fleet approach him. He's already doing business in a certain lane with them. And now they want to go from here to Texas, which is, 1,500 miles. And he's kind of picking my brain. What do you think? And I said, well, first of all, my first question to anybody in a fleet is, how long are you planning on doing this? And he's like, what do you mean? I said, well, I know big fleets. They just shuffle stuff around for whatever reason, and it lasts for about this long, and now we're done doing that. We're going to do something different. So I said, what I do is I would be more inclined to become a broker and price it high, broker it out. You can get on Central Dispatch real quick and find out what the rate is from, what guys are picking it up. And this is where I turn to kind of tie your mean, right? Because I'm just being honest.
No, I'm reading the live chat. Keep going. I'm sorry. I'm trying to interpret what Carlos is talking about. We're going to get to that. Keep going. I'm sorry.
Well, the thing that I was telling this guy was like, look, and this is what I try to preach all the time. You need to build a lane. Okay? The way I say that is you start in your backyard. You go talk to dealers that live in your neighborhood or in your community, which is a big deal, by the way. Find out where they're getting their used car inventory. Where do you get your cars? At an auction. I know that, Ty. They get them at the auction. Well, which one? Because I bet $1 they go to the same one on a regular basis, especially if the doors are open. So find the independent auction within 200 to 300 miles of where you live and go talk to dealers. Go talk to the auction. They'll tell you, These guys need help, right?
Well, and that's the thing. It's funny because I made a note. I wanted to ask you about this. Remember, we were talking about. It came up yesterday. I've never heard this come up. Do you find brokers at the auction talking to dealers?
Hey, I mean, I've seen it, but it's a real rare deal.
It's got to be rare.
Yeah, it's hit and miss. You know, they might show up for a week, maybe a month, spend a little money, give away a bunch of T-shirts, try to rope in as much as they can. But predominantly, you never see a broker at an auction.
But it's a really good idea, isn't it? Like, I feel like if you tell Trevor at Wet Chrome Logistics, like, right, find a rep to hang out at the auctions on behalf of your business, and that rep, find someone that used to be a driver, right, or used to be a dealer, or both.
Well, what I would do, if I was a broker, I would live at the auction for sure, and the dealership. Okay, so if I'm a carrier and I want to build my own business and I'm tired of listening to the Thursday dispatching live trying to figure out how to find 3 cars 6 hours later.
Oh, man.
And I'm thinking, golly, this is painful, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it really is. That.
Oh.
Am I being mean?
No, and that's one of the things. I mean, I laugh with Kimberly because I'm like, you know what? I did it again. I don't know if I got ridiculous, but the pain you go through to find just 3 cars, you check your boxes, and you're like, that looks pretty good. Your work just started. Because now you got to try to, you're juggling. You got to keep 3 cars in the air.
Right. So it's a great segue into.
And I want to say this, and sometimes the driver, you lock it all up, you put a bow on it, you're like, you're going to Fort Walton, and he's like, oh yeah, no, listen, I just talked to my wife, and I'm not working tomorrow. What? Really? Get the Glock, honey.
Yeah. It happens, right?
Oh, yeah.
So what I'm saying is Tuesday night on your show, you had, I don't know if it was an email, if it was an article, that you had something.
Oh, yeah.
And I want to put this together, so don't pull it up yet. Okay. You got it? Okay.
I do.
So you watch the Thursday show, and I say it's my favorite show. The reason it's my favorite show is because it makes me feel sane.
Right.
Okay? It makes me feel like
too.
I'm not out here in the transport parking lot just talking smack.
Right. Right. It is. It's a validation of sanity. Ooh,
okay.
That's good. I'm going to write that down.
It is a validation of sanity. It really is. And here's what really perplexes me, okay? And I'm saying perplexed because it really baffles me. There seems to be this shift that nobody needs to talk to anybody. Nobody needs to see anybody. Everybody just needs to have an app and just go pick the cars up and it'll be fine. Right? And it'll work, you guys. And you said something Tuesday night, and I was like, damn, I wish you wouldn't have said that, Jay. Well, we're already here. We're not going back. We're here. Do you remember saying that?
Well, yeah, I think I say that a lot. Like, yeah.
Maybe that was Wednesday. I don't know. Whatever day it was on Ryan's show.
I don't know what day it was.
The technology, we're here. We're not going back. So what I'm trying to explain to people is it doesn't make sense to me.
Well,
you've got Jay on Thursday dispatching live, demonstrating the headache, the pain, the stupidity, the absurdity, the ridiculousness of a load board, right?
And that's the thing is, so I like how, thank goodness you're passionate too, because sometimes you help me rein it in a little bit. It's not absurd, and I've said a lot of crazy things, and it's on video. So it's not absurd to have a load board. It's absurd how hard it is to get loads, and they pay well, and they actually are ready to go. It makes no sense how you have a significant percentage of loads on Central that are either way underpriced or not ready to go, or there's some kind of story. It's bizarre.
Well, when I say ridiculous, I'm speaking in terms of owning your own company and calling yourself a car hauler. Okay.
Well, that's the thing.
I'm not talking smack on anybody. I'm
No.
talking smack on the carrier. If you want to be a carrier, you want to haul cars, watch Thursday's show before you call and ask for a load board and a dispatcher. Just watch that show. I had a call this week, Jay. No kidding.
Right.
Somebody calls, they want to do dispatch. I want to be a dispatcher. Nice lady, super nice. I said, look, she's willing. She's like, can I pay you guys? How much can I pay you guys? Time out. Stop. I don't want your money. Jay doesn't want your money. Nobody wants your money. What you need to do is go watch the 12-hour How to Dispatch series that Jay has for free. Second, watch Thursday's show. Watch them all. Binge watch them all. Then call me. If you still want to be a dispatcher after all that, we'll take care of it. And we'll take your money.
And just so you know, you got a little bit of wind on the microphone. You're okay. But I like what you said, and that is the truth. My dispatcher training series, I'm so glad it's free, and I'm just going to keep it that way because, like, yeah, I don't want to take your money and then you learn how painful this is. And somebody has to dispatch. That's the other thing. I'm not saying the world doesn't need dispatchers. By golly, and that's why I think it's funny that there's this segment that wants to say dispatchers are illegal. Oh my gosh.
Right. So back to car hauling, transport, car hauling business. Okay.
And we have to answer Carlos's. Okay. Hey, we got to answer Carlos's question. Okay. Let me bring it up here in the live chat. Okay. Carlos had a follow-up question about. Okay. The question is, so are you going to find a carrier to do New York to California all the way, or is there going to be a transfer? Now. Here's the thing, Carlos, yeah, you are going to find a carrier to do New York to California the whole way. You don't really want to break up that move because that causes a whole nother set of headaches. But there are companies with 9 cars that go coast to coast all day long. And if you have a coast to coast car, I think you probably want to find coast to coast transport. If you only move it halfway and then you got another carrier picking it up, that's another set of hands touching the car that could possibly damage it, and the logistics get really messy. What do you think? Do you agree with what I said, Ty?
Yeah, absolutely. And I can't, and Eric and I were talking yesterday, who drives 1,500 miles and likes it? There are people out there that do. Just because I don't doesn't mean nobody should ever do it, right? But when we're talking about your business and your company and how you make money, is that the best option for you?
Right. Well, and that's thank you. To bring it back home, if you get into car shipping, whether you're a carrier, broker, dispatcher, or even a dealer that's going to move their own cars, you have to look at your marketplace, why you're doing it, and how you're going to make a business out of it. It's not just about driving or grabbing loads off load boards. Aspiring dispatchers think, oh yeah, you just sit at a desk, put in the time, grab loads and make money. You have not considered the frustration you're going to go through every day. It has not been accounted for.
No.
That's what Thursday's all about. Thursday is literally, you go to the grocery store, you see the butchered meat, and you're like, yeah, those look great. I'm going to take you through the back door into the back, and you get to watch the slaughterhouse. Okay? Every Thursday at noon, we do Auto Transport Slaughterhouse.
Yeah, and it is.
Man,
it's ridiculous.
I'm writing that down, too. That is insane. Did you see yesterday's show, Slaughterhouse? Yesterday's show is called I'm Calling About Order ID, Cancel, and Die.
Yeah. I saw that.
Oh, man.
That was a good one.
So, hey, this is pretty neat.
Car hauler.
Yeah, right on, right? Well, we had that question yesterday. What about a 2-car trailer? That's probably a good way to start, right? You're going to learn a lot with a 2-car trailer. I don't know if you're going to make a lot of money.
Well,
you might.
Let's go
locally.
Back to...
Yeah.
Yeah, but I want to go back to Tuesday night.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, yeah. News. Or, yeah.
No, not that part yet. Hang on.
Okay. All right.
Hang on. We got way off track there. We're going to bring her back. All right,
let's come back in.
Okay. So what we're talking about is you want to be a car hauler, or you are a car hauler, and you have a dispatcher, or you need a dispatcher, and your client, your customer, is a load board. Okay, so I'm saying this technology game that everybody's pushing right now is going to backfire, in my opinion. Yeah, I just said that live.
Yikes.
Yeah, because here's what I know. I've done this for 20 years, and I know. Go ahead and pop that article up.
Okay. Let's see here. Okay, so now are you talking, you want the TradeRev, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't remember. I just caught a little bit
And
of it. So
it's
pretend
on
it's
screen.
Tuesday night and do
Yeah.
it again.
All right. So here in this article, TradeRev, which is that's Car Global online auction, right? That's the digital auction for Car Global. It's a segment of their digital auction, TradeRev. They've relaunched the Move Metal Transport Guarantee. Okay? Now right there, guarantee got my attention. Transport guarantee always gets my attention. So TradeRev is bringing back its Move Metal Transport Guarantee, which guarantees dealers that all vehicles purchased with transport in the app within 300 miles of their lot will arrive within 3 business days or fewer. And if not, delivery is free. TradeRev is bringing back its Move Metal. I mean, is that... do you want me to keep going? Because that right there... Right?
All right.
I don't even know. Why read on? Yeah.
Right. So back up. Take a breath, right?
Yeah.
Okay. First of all, let's identify what's TradeRev.
Car Global digital auction service, and they said app, which I'm pretty sure, because there's different ways to do these auctions, and there are different. It gets confusing. It's hard to keep track of. But TradeRev is a mobile app for Car Global connected to the Odessa auction.
Okay.
Right? Pretty sure.
Right. And I'm pretty sure that probably maybe a month ago, there was another article on Tuesday night. You had big news about a acquisition. You remember who the acquisition was between
right. Car Global? You talking about BackLot Cars?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
So let's pretend that's not official. I don't know if it is or not. And there's no reason to...
BackLot Cars is an official acquisition.
It is.
From what I've read, yeah. And BackLot Cars, I think where you're headed, BackLot Cars and TradeRev do the same thing, right?
Right.
I mean,
exactly.
Speculating live.
So what I did today was I called a friend. Who buys a lot of cars from BackLot Cars. He's got 22 cars right now on BackLot Cars that he hasn't seen. And of the 22, he had to personally send somebody to go get 8 of them. Because it's been over 2 weeks.
I was just to say, so that it's a good thing BackLot Cars doesn't have the Move Metal Guarantee.
Well, I'm not sure, because has anybody bought a car off BackLot Cars in our group? I haven't. Have you?
No, but I don't buy cars. I'm in the
I don't
media.
either.
I'm in the media business.
My point would be, I got a feeling that if you buy, remember when we had ACV on?
Oh yeah.
Remember what?
I think about them
needed?
a lot.
Yeah, you know what they needed?
Carriers.
Why?
Because, thank you. Because, again, speculating live. But, they wanted carriers. But I'm going, I'm always, I don't want to get a call from the CEO. I saw you talking trash again. Okay,
no,
so.
I'm not talking trash on ACV
no,
or
we're
BackLot
not
Cars.
at all. ACV's digital auction platform is so popular with dealers that want to sell and buy cars off their lots without having them to go to and from a physical auction. ACV's been so popular that now they have their own load board. And to move cars, to get them booked on the load board, they need carriers that can book them off the load board, pick them up, and deliver them. And so now they're suddenly a competitor in the load board business.
Yeah. Well, if I remember right, and this part I don't remember, but I did think there was a sense of urgency when a car sold on a BackLot, ACV, TradeRev.
To get it
There's
moved immediately. Yep.
okay, and so let's just walk through that. Why?
Yeah.
Why do we need to get it off? Why do we need to move it so fast?
As soon as a car is sold, that dealer needs that car so he can get it front row ready. And every day it's not front row ready, he's losing more money on the deal.
Okay, good. There's another problem though, that this BackLot, ACV, TradeRev, we're going to save the dealer from having to deal with the transport guy and the auction people. So we'll leave it in your back lot, your parking lot, and we'll come to you and we'll have a live auction and we'll have your car sold by the time you get back from lunch. And it'll bring all the money. Okay? I like that. You like that? I'm a deal. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I like it until you don't get the cars that you sold off my lot.
And part of the reason that's happening now is because in the auction, think of the interstate system, where you had a lot of traffic in and out, and a carrier could load his truck in one trip. Now, you got all these onesies and twosies going all over the place. How are you going to load the truck? How can you move it right away?
Right. And then what are we talking about? How awesome technology is and how technology makes this industry so much better. Right?
Yeah. Right. You're bringing it home, aren't you?
I would say we're probably bringing it home.
Yeah.
Because I think now we've got a problem. We sold this to fix the problem. What's the problem we originally had?
Well,
what do we have to fix?
Right. The recent
I don't
problem.
like the auction.
Yeah.
I don't like the transport guy. When the cars get there, the transport guy damaged it before the sale. Or I took it to the auction and they stole the floor mats. I hate those auctions. You got a problem with the auction, right? But if you're the dealer who wants his lot to look nice, I mean, I don't know, how many lots do you go to that just look trashy with a bunch of cars laying all over the place? Not too many, right? Remember how you and I are always talking about the front and the back? Hey, buddy. How you doing?
Good. Yep.
You need some help?
We got them grouped together.
They are? Keeping you busy? I see you all the time.
Well,
Yeah?
not this
I always
week.
forget your name. I'm sorry.
Charles.
Charles. I'm Ty.
Ty.
Yeah, you remember me, don't you?
Yeah.
You want to say hi to my buddy Jay?
Jay, how you doing?
Hey, how's it
Sam?
going?
Good.
You're from Nebraska, right?
Yeah.
Where at? Omaha, Lincoln,
Grand Island?
Grand Island? You've
Yeah.
been doing this about longer than I have, haven't you?
Yeah, about 15 years.
Good to see you, buddy.
Right, too
Be
long.
careful. All right. So anyway, if you can't get the cars off the lot, that's a problem. Now, you got two people mad at you. Who's mad at you? If you're a BackLot, if you're an ACV, a TradeRev, you went and did a great job. We appreciate you. The condition report was a little sketch, but thanks for doing what you're doing. The guy that bought the car is calling somebody really upset that his cars aren't delivered. Once he gets a hold of somebody, hopefully, we'll find out that the car's still not picked up. The dealer that has the car, he's not happy. The guy that doesn't have the car, he's not happy. So guess who's to blame now? The transport guy. Transport guy sucks, right? Why does the transport guy suck? Well, a lot of reasons. But one of the big ones that he sucks is because he's not going to go and pick up one car at one city and take it to 4 towns or 6 states away and feel real good about it. So let's put the little circle. Maybe we can increase the chance of getting the car moved within a 300-mile circle. What's Ty always talk about? Short mile, long dollar. You ever hear me talk about that? Yeah. So if we're going to go short mile, long dollar, hold on a minute. I'm kind of a BMW fan. I prefer Audi, but we'll take a quick peek. Maybe not. What I'm trying to explain to everybody here is that I know that there's a lot going on. I know there are people way smarter than me, way smarter. I know there are people that have done this a lot longer than I have, But I'm boots on the ground at the auction talking to the dealer, and I hear the same thing. I'm not going back there. I'm not going back there either. I'm coming right here. Why are you coming here? Because there's people. See all these people? And so one of my buddies, okay, this is no joke. Forgot about the Ford guy. He comes back. He says, I said, how many did you run through the sale today? 7. That's a pretty good number for him, right? I said, where did they come from? Oh, I pulled them out of one of those other auctions. Oh, really? Why? They're not bringing any money. Nobody's there, blah, 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 all these problems. So I've intentionally asked him, what's your run number? He tells me his run number. I intentionally stand in the lane and watch all 7 cars go through the lane. Not one bidder got the car in the lane online. So that means he sold 6 out of 7 in the lane with real buyers, with real bidder badges, raising their hand, winking, kicking the floor, whatever they do to sell a car, buy a car, right? He sold 6 out of 7. And I know these guys, and I'm telling you, they don't sell cars unless they bring the money. They brought the money right here in this lane, number 5. I was here. I saw it. I watched it happen. So I talked to him after, and I said, man, did you just sell 6 out of 7 cars? He said, I sure did. And I'll be bringing more back next week. So my new job is I'm going to spread the word to all the car dealer guys. Hey, come to this auction. Bring your cars here. Look, it's alive. And they've got nice cars. I mean, it's not a dump your junk auction, right? And
Right.
the people here, I'm here every Friday and I'm talking to these people. You guys see me interacting with the people. Steve, okay, the guy he helps car dealers. And they have the little, here's a snack, Halloween snack. When you come in, happy Halloween. I mean, real people engaging with real people doing activities that require people. And it's smooth. Right? You see me in the transport parking lot. Cars are getting loaded. Cars are going out. Cars are coming in. It seems to be working. I don't know why we need technology to fix everything.
Well, it is very interesting how through the past probably 6 weeks, the amount of exposure and get to know America's auto auction in Kansas City, if you think about all the auctions nationwide, how many auctions have 8 shows in the span of 2 to 3 months where there's a guy walking around saying hello to everybody, talking about the process? I can't think of one.
Well, we've got some new friends, some big friends, like, say, Black Book Paul. I mean, I wouldn't mind getting in touch with America's Auto Auction and saying, hey, put me on the payroll. I'll hit all your auctions and spread the word. I mean, I know the one at Tulsa, Oklahoma, it usually carries a little more low-end stuff. Tulsa tends to be a pretty big auction town. But the point is, that's another story from yesterday. Holy cow. You know what a ring man is? Remember how I'm always talking about the ring guy? He's out there, yeah. And the other guy up there, he's bah, 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 bah. Well, I talked to that guy. I said, hey, you'd go to Odessa or Manheim anymore and be a ring guy? No. You ever going to go again? No. Why not? Well, I go to Tulsa every Friday. I used to do Odessa in the morning, then an independent. Remember our friends at Z66 Auto Auction? Make auctions great again, those guys? This isn't me talking. This is somebody that is a ring guy at an auction every day, every week, every month, every year. Been doing it I've known the dude for 20 years. He says, I don't do that Odessa, Tulsa anymore. How come? They don't have any cars. What? Yeah, they only run like 200 a week now. Really? Well, how many is that other auction, Z66, running? 900.
Well, Speculation Live would say, in fact, what we're going to do, like, how Bill O'Reilly would say, like, talking points was like a person? We're going to refer to Speculation Live as a person. You know how, like, in America, corporations are people now? Speculation Live is our invisible friend. Okay? We're going to refer to what Speculation Live says. And Speculation Live would say that auction is probably just looking to go with technology moving forward, right? So BackLot Cars, TradeRev, ACV. This is what are they going to do with the physical auction? There's your big question. What are you going to do with that? Is that going to be a reconditioning space? And by the way, I want to say this. Did you see what they did with Manheim, Nashville after it got wrecked by the tornado? They revamped it, and you know what? You know what got a lot more space inside the auction and the revamp? Reconditioning. A lot more. The body shops and the paint shops. Physical auctions moving forward.
Right, but here's what. Okay, you have
don't
to
need
know.
so many lanes.
Right, but you have to know, why do they have a reconditioning center inside the auction facility?
Speculation Live.
No, they have a recon center inside the auction facility for a reason. It's to service the customer. Who's the customer? The dealer. Well, if you're a big auction and you really don't want people to come and you really don't care about the little guys that much that are, I bought 3 cars today. Well, how many guys bought 3 cars today? 215. 215 times 3, make it 200 guys. 200 guys bought 3 cars, 600 cars gone. We don't care about those guys. So you guys go do whatever you need to do over there in the kid playground, okay? And we're the big boys. We're going to stay over here. Well, that's fine and good. So what does that look like? To me, it looks like those are big fleet accounts, big accounts, the big ones, okay? Big names. They've made a deal, and sometimes, I don't know, I've never been in the negotiations or the process, but I would guess there may be a contract of some kind sitting around somewhere that says, we're a big guy and we're going to give you all of our cars. And in that big guy, all of our cars transaction, guess what's part of that? Reconditioning. So
that's right. Well, that's right. And when we look at what's happening with Carvana, Vroom, and now Shift, and it's all going nationwide, just like Amazon, right? Went from Walmart to Amazon. We're going to larger conglomerates moving massive amounts of vehicles. What if, instead of the auctions running cars through the lanes, Speculation Live is correct by suggesting that now these auctions become more like warehouses, moving large amounts of cars to dealers and consumers that are buying and selling from their driveway.
Well, that part doesn't make sense either, because it's like we were talking Tuesday night. I don't know if you caught what I was saying. Too much wind?
No, you're okay. I mean, a little bit. You're okay.
What I was saying is years ago, well, it started from, I think that was Monday or Tuesday, when I was in the transport parking lot in the snow talking to that guy. I said, hey, where'd those come from? Detroit. I'm in Kansas City. 7 cars came from Detroit. They're new cars, newer, not brand new. They're lease, fleet, program, whatever you call it, right? So back in the day, they used to do this all the time. Send them from Detroit to Kansas City. Send them from Kansas City to Little Rock, Oklahoma City. Why are they doing that? Well, I thought back then it was because somebody had a market report and somebody was able to figure out, if we can get all these cars over here, they'll bring more money and that'll be better for us. Nothing wrong with that, right? But now I've got a problem with that.
Right. That actually has changed.
But why would you do that now? If you've got all this data, I mean, we've got people, we all know what a car's worth no matter where it's at now, because we have all this data.
That's right.
So why do we need to bring those cars that far?
Why
do we even need to transport them?
Well, the transport has changed. I'm sitting there watching the show Wednesday where Mike is talking. You know what's interesting? When Ken was on, as more information is available to more people faster and immediate, everybody's take gets smaller. All of the middleman business margins get smaller as everybody gets more information. I've got to believe, or rather, I'm going to say Speculation Live is probably in the belief that you've got folks at the top that do not appreciate the speed of information getting to everybody so fast. For example, the online car buyer that knows what he wants to pay for that vehicle when he gets to the dealership, and he doesn't want to hear anything else.
Whoa! You got to back up. See, we do this all the time. We start.
I know. We start crossing. Did we cross streams again?
We just crossed streams bad right there, buddy.
Oh man.
Okay. Go
What
ahead
happened
and
to
show 'em the
Venkman?
picture. You got
Okay.
that picture, the front and the back?
Oh, okay. Oh no, I don't have that handy. I mean, I can. Here, let me hang
That's
on.
all right.
Well, now you listen. Look what you're doing. Here, I'm gonna bring that up. Because that is a good one. Yep, I got it. Hold on. Okay. Front and the back. What are we talking about?
Okay, well, you swerved. Okay,
Okay.
I'm the back guy. I'm the back. Look what's behind me. It's the reconditioning building center.
Right.
What you
you're
were
in the
talking
back.
about buying cars, the buyer buying cars online, that's what I would call POV, right?
Sure. Yes. If you're an online car buyer and you bought online, you're a POV customer. But that's the thing. You don't own it yet. So you're buying from a dealer, but it's online. You're buying from a digital dealer. Man, everything's getting crazy. Because you're not a POV is personally owned vehicle is, Sally and Sue are gonna Sally sold her vehicle to Sue. Or it's gonna send it to her sister or her daughter. That's personally owned vehicle. Or she's gonna go to Florida for the winter and But,
right. So I call that the front. Go ahead.
But the buyer, if they bought, let's say they bought a Carvana online vehicle, that's not POV yet. I don't think so.
That's front end, okay?
Okay.
That's sales.
Right.
We're back end. We're supplying the cars so they can be bought online.
Which is
That's
why,
what Ty does.
and that's why so many people watching me talk about this stuff, I'm gonna say half of the audience, half of the time, is waiting for us to get back to auto transport because I keep going back to the front of the store, and that's why you point that out, right?
Yeah. Which again, I'm just trying to make it clear because
Right. I like that.
I do think
Smart.
what you've been saying for over a year now, I think you're right. And I do think there is a business plan, a business model, and a great opportunity there for somebody to possibly capitalize. I will say that's not my game, but I can respect it, right? I'm the guy that likes to come in and just pick up all the cars at the auction and take them where they go.
Right.
I'm not really into
Well-
the ones and twos and the load board.
I'm not either, but I can't. I feel, you know what? I'm like the guy. I'm a bell ringer. I keep hearing what the executives are talking about, so I run outside and I'm ringing this bell. Like, guys, you got to hear this.
Yeah. Well, so the more you ring that bell, the more I got to stop and think. Okay, if anything that is everybody's saying, whether it's TradeRev, whether it's ACV, whether it's BackLot Cars, whether it's Manheim, whether it's Odessa, whether I agree with it or I don't. All right, we all can probably figure it out. I'm not a big fan. But what I'm saying is what Jay's saying. There's something with this technology that we are going to have to adjust to because I don't think anybody's going to tell us exactly what's going to happen or what's going on. We're just now forced to buy online, get cars online, book cars online, sell online, buy online. I mean, what are we going to do next online, right?
Well, and I'm gonna say something really controversial. You ready?
Yeah.
Any statement that ends with "again" is not exactly happening because you can't go back. I mean, I know that's really, but we can't go back.
Well,
we can't time travel, right? Nobody's getting younger.
Yeah. Well, what? Back to this. Okay,
We're not going back.
we're going to guarantee the cars. You're going to buy the cars online.
That has nothing to do with normalcy. There is normalcy. Normalcy is around the bend.
We're going to buy the cars online. You're going to have to get them transported online. And oh, by the way, you can't get them transported, Mr. Transporter, because you're not part of our group. So we need you guys to hurry up and move the cars. And we're all the transport guys who, honestly, we're just truck drivers, okay? That's it. We're just truck drivers that like to drive trucks. And we're sitting here, I don't like my ELD. I don't like the government. The government overreach in this business is sick, right? Sick. It's easy money for the government. So I'm just the transport guy, and all I want to do is just move your cars. Where are the cars? How do I get the cars? Well, you got to come through our app. All right, so now you can't buy a car unless it's online or on our app. You can't get the car unless you're on our app. Okay, they're signaling, hello, if you're a car hauler and you want to haul cars, it sounds like, it looks like, it feels like we're going to have to find out the dang app, right? Where's it at? Oh, well, you can't do handshake deals either, by the way. Okay, just call it a power grab, all right? Let's be honest. We're forcing everything to go through us, right? To me, that's violating the relationship, but all right, let's play along. Let's try.
It's interesting you said violating the relationship. Well, here's the thing. And again, you go back to, whoever is the owner. If they own, people, more and more people feel like they own the customer or the user, right? Let's talk about Facebook for a second. Facebook, you thought you were a user, but they think they own you in some ways. And that's a lot how corporations work. And in that, this is where it applies to car haulers. And I'm going to pull up the cat's out of the bag. This Manheim handshake deals email, it is, it's quite popular. Because it points out a very interesting theory in auto transport. And that is that this email suggests that transporters are owned because the car went through the auction. And that I think it would be Speculation Live speaking. Speculation Live would suggest that this email suggests some level of ownership of the deal. There'd be no point in talking about it if the deal wasn't assumed to be owned in some manner. So the dealer may have thought they were buying and selling through a location, but what they've come to find out is that the transport is now part of the deal. And so that transport deal is part of the ownership of the buying and the selling. And the transporter, my whole point of getting this, and I think Speculation Live would agree, is that the transporter thought they were a service provider that could get business and do business and work. And we also are learning from laws like AB 5 in California. No, just because you put up a shingle and you're an entrepreneur and you may have started a business, that does not mean you get to do it. We get to say how you do it. In general, and this goes back into something great again. Guess what? There are forces that are not going to let you go back to wherever you thought you came from. You don't get to go back because there's a level of ownership. Corporations are people too. We may be speculating live, but we need to know this rather than just find out the hard way through an email that you can no longer, even though you know that dealer, nope, you can't have his cars. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how else to interpret it. But I think what you're doing, Ty, you, boots on the ground, at the auction, incredible, man. Incredible. Because you might be the last bastion of relationships and sanity that isn't an advertising campaign.
Yeah. It's possible, but I guess, the thing, it's kind of like, I'm not here to try to pretend like I've somehow figured out the solution, because I really don't. But I do think it would be nice if maybe some folks would make some clarifications or, hey, this is kind of the direction we're going. You say it all the time, and I'm like, duh. But really, no.
Yeah, I like it.
They're busy.
Well, of course they are, because cars need to be front row ready. I was just thinking, I'm going to say something really crazy. You know who's working on making America great again? You are, Ty.
Ooh, thanks, Jay.
That's
Boots
what
on the
you-
ground. You got to deal with people. You got to talk to people.
You are.
And you know, that's the other thing.
That
I
is
look
cool.
back and I think about how many jobs auctions create. You know, it's insane. Not just inside the auction, but outside the auction. The amount of energy, the amount of ingenuity, relationships, unreal. So I'll be excited to see how it goes. I'd love to hear from some car hauler guys that, you know, they use these apps to get these cars. I'd really like to talk to some dealers. That's what I did yesterday. I made some great new contacts. So next week, I'm going to try to actually go to the dealership and talk to this guy. I met yesterday at Zeck, Z-E-C-K. Steve, cool guy, man. He ran a bunch of cars here. So we kind of made friends. I tried to reach out to him, couldn't get a hold of him today, but maybe next Friday, or we can do a random, just stop in. But what I'm trying to say is I guess until it just comes to the point where a dealer says, sorry, man, I can't call you anymore. I can't talk to you anymore. Go keep
Right.
going and talking to the car dealer.
You know what? Oh, you know what? This would be a great meme. I don't know if it's gonna happen, but I was watching Red Dawn the other day, and the kids are trying to talk to their parents through the fence.
Yeah.
There's your meme. I wish I could move your cars.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I wish I could.
Whoa.
You know, and then you start looking at brokers. You know, I think about Jake over at RPM, and I'm thinking, I still need to call Jake, by the way. Jake, if you're around, I'm sorry. I'll
Gosh,
try to
I
call
haven't
you
talked
today.
to him in weeks. Yeah, that'd be great.
You know, I mean, I know they do normal freight. I know they do other stuff, but I'm thinking, how does it work? How does it work for? Hey guys,
Good.
I like your pants.
Thank you.
Did you vote today?
I will be voting on the 3rd.
That's good. How about you? Same. Are you
We're making
excited?
day of it. We have the day off.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Good. Have a good day. See ya. I don't remember what I was talking about, but go talk to car dealers for now. I think it's safe. If you can find an auction that's open and friendly, that's safe.
Right. Aside from all the speculation live, one thing remains the same, and that is that dealers want to talk about getting their cars moved. You prove it over and over again. It is easy to talk to a dealer about getting their cars moved because they need their cars front row ready. And here's it. Oh, here
That's
we go.
the radio on and everything. You can hear it. This Pierce. You guys remember Pierce?
What's up,
About ready to
Pierce?
get ran over. Run out, run.
Whoa.
Whoa, you busy today, buddy?
Yeah.
You got a bunch of cars? Huh?
Just exiting.
Exiting? Yeah, good. You have a good sale yesterday?
Yeah, I think so.
Good.
Thank you, man.
See you, buddy.
See ya. Don't work too hard.
Okay.
Cool, man.
Happy Halloween!
Happy Halloween. Guys, it is Friday. I think on that note, it is probably time to sign off. This is our last show of October. That's it.
October surprise, no more.
October. Happy Halloween. It's a nice.
Hang on.
nice
I may
fall
have
day.
another group here. Let's see what we got.
He's got
Hold
one.
on.
Let's see what he's
Hold
got.
Hey, are you guys dealers? No? Carpoolers, drivers?
We're drivers. Oh, yeah, we got a dealership.
Oh yeah? What's your Kansas City?
No, Wichita. 37 auto sales.
37.
Yeah.
You guys get a bunch of cars?
9.
9? Whoa.
Two back.
Here's my buddy Jay. You guys
Well,
bought 9?
yeah.
How come you didn't transport them?
We just get drivers. Drive back down. It's cheap.
Late model stuff?
Yeah.
Good miles?
Yeah, good miles. Late model. We got this
Oh yeah.
caravan.
Hey, I know where that came from.
Huh?
I know who
Yeah,
sold
they
that.
bought this 328 right here.
That came from St. Roberts. Seller Sexton.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I bet it says it on the deal. America's Auto Auction. Yeah, this is the one I was like, wow, that thing
Low miles.
did good.
Yeah, low miles.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. Have a good one. All right.
Amazing. So they're not, and that was interesting. They're not hiring a transporter. They're just going to have people jump in and do drive away.
Yeah,
Where's it go? How far is it going?
Wichita.
Oh, okay. Yeah. What's that? Two and a half hours? No, 4.
Yeah, solid two and a half. Yeah,
Yeah.
driving. If you bought 9, it would probably be better to go ahead and transport them. But
That's what I was
probably-
thinking.
Yeah.
Right? So maybe
Yeah.
he doesn't know a transporter.
Well, there could be other factors.
Yeah. All right, speculation live. All right.
Just well go.
Right on. Okay. So Ty, it's fun too. That was actually our 1 o'clock was going to be me and you, and we were going to do. You want to try to do the ATI Insider ad right here, right now? I don't know.
No, not yet.
I don't feel like it. And I don't know
the
if we need
ATI
to.
Insider. Okay, I'm with you. Yeah,
It's
we
the
can try.
ATI. We could try. Let's do a few, right? So if you're
Take one.
if you're still watching, Ty and I are going to do our ATI Insider ad live on Cars on the Move right now. I mean, why not? Like, right? So I'll tell you what. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to change the title. Let's do sign up for ATI Insider. So I'm doing this live. We never do this. This is kind of interesting. We're doing, so it's like we're doing a production shoot, but we're doing it live. Why not, right?
Yeah.
It's Friday. Okay, cool. All right, sign up for ATI Insider, Cars on the Move. All right. So I think the screen looks good. Okay, so yeah, take one.
Take one. Hey, it's Ty, transport guy, hanging out in the transport parking lot always. If you want to learn to grow your business, I think you should probably go to ATI Insider, sign up for free. Don't give anybody any money. And with that, you get, I think you get a 20-minute phone call, which usually turns into a little longer than that. You get to join the Roundtable, which is once a month. The next one is November 2nd. And at the Roundtable, what we do is we get pretty detailed about how to build your business. It's kind of not a one-size-fits-all. Let's hear a little bit about you, where you live, what you do, what you think you're good at, what you think you're bad at. And then we start trying to build on that, how to connect with dealers, how to connect with auctions, and how to build a lane. And we get pretty specific. So that's worth it. I would go to the ATI Insider right now. Jay, where is that?
Okay, so here's what we're going to do. All right, and cut. Okay, camera's still rolling. So what we're going to do is we're going to do another one. Keep walking around, keep doing what you're doing, but don't mention Cars on the Move Roundtable. This is a 40-second ATI Insider ad, and I'm not even on the screen. So you're going to say, it's talking about, you have questions, you're looking for information, go sign up as an ATI Insider, and I will, when I edit this, I'll add that screen.
Oh, got it.
So
okay.
Won't be any,
got
so
it.
this is
40
just
seconds.
40 seconds you talking why you should join as an ATI Insider.
Okay, so you got the timer. You can do this, right?
Yeah,
I can see you.
Okay, good. Yeah, I'll give you a. Let me set the timer. Bear with me. So if you're still watching, we're doing our video live. Why not? We're live all the time, and that's actually this is getting powerful. We're so used to going live. Why not? Right?
Do it all live, baby. Straight.
And go.
Hey, it's Ty, transport guy, out in the transport parking lot. That's where I make it happen. This is where I connect dealers, auctions, carriers. If you've got a transport company and maybe you own a Stinger, maybe you own a little rollback. It depends on what you're doing in life, but I would go to sign up for the ATI Insider, and what you get with that is you get to give me a call. We get to talk. Then you get to go to the first Roundtable for free, no charge, right? And the great part about that is we help you build your business. So go to the ATI Insider, get signed up, and learn how to build your car hauling business.
And cut. All right, good. So we're going to go. That was good. We're going to do another one. Now, this does apply to anybody thinking of getting into car shipping. Carrier, broker, dispatcher, that's what we've learned. Doesn't matter what you're thinking of getting into, and really people that are just starting out are the ones that seem to be the most ready to join. Okay? Here we go. But otherwise, hitting on those points, yes. Your benefits are free first talk with Ty. You know, why? Why does anybody want to talk to you? Free first talk with Ty. Seat at the Cars on the Move Roundtable. Weekly email and Slack network. Okay, ready?
The email Slack network. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, all right. Take 3 and go.
Hey, it's Ty, transport guy in the transport parking lot. If you want to build your car hauling business, I think you should go to the ATI Insider. I think you should sign up. What you get with that is you get a phone call with me. We'll kind of line you out, see if we can help you or not. You get the weekly email update. You get to go be a part of Slack, which is really pretty cool. That's where we can talk if we need to. And then you get one free shot at the Roundtable, which is once a month. So if you're wanting to learn about this business, if you're new, if you saw a YouTube video and says, I can make $1 million in a week and I want to get into car hauling, Ty, I think you should hold up. Don't buy anything yet. Maybe make a couple phone calls, get in touch, and we will see if we can help you be successful in your car hauling endeavor.
That's a cut. Awesome. Camera's still rolling. We're going to do take 4. That was great. And a director never lets you off the hook. So, and you're really feeling it. I'm feeling it. Ready? And go.
Hey, Ty, transport guide. I'm out in the transport parking lot. This is where you make your business happen, in the transport parking lot. This is where, if you want to get into car hauling, or if you're into car hauling, man, I don't like the load board. I don't
okay,
like this.
wind. Cut. The wind. Okay.
Okay, sorry.
That's okay. From the top and go.
Hey, Ty, transport guy, here in the transport parking lot. Why am I in the transport parking lot? Well, look, there's trailers, there's trucks, there's car haulers. You want to be a car hauler? You should probably go to ATI Insider and sign up, and you get a free phone call with me. You get to go hang out at the Roundtable once a month for free. You get an email, and you get to learn all you can about how to build a successful car hauling business. Go to ATI Insider, sign up today, give me a call. We'll see if we can help you have a successful business or possibly even save your life.
Yes, that was awesome. Okay, we're going to do one more, but I know I can put something together. But since we're here, this is the last take. And as you'll hear, like, directors on set will be like, okay, try something different. All right? But you're doing this is great. Ready and go.
Hey, Ty, transport guy. I'm in the transport parking lot. Jay started to show, if you're into car hauling, you want to get into car hauling, you're thinking about car hauling, why am I in the transport parking lot? Why am I talking to you? Well, I've done this for 20 years. I've had a fleet. I know a little bit about hauling cars. I know a little bit about car dealers. I know a little bit about auctions. So before you decide I'm going to go spend a lot of money or I'm going to go do something crazy, go to ATI Insider, sign up. You're going to get a free phone call with me. You're going to get to go to the Roundtable once a month. That's where we sit down and we try to help you build your business. You get to make relationships with other carriers. You get to talk to, man, how do I figure this out? Should I buy this? Should I buy that? What do I need? How do I do it? That's where I come in. I can help you. I really can. And sometimes people don't like it when I help them because I tell them I don't think you're made for this. So stop. Go sign up at ATI. If you want to build your business, if you want to grow your business, or if you're just confused. I help a lot of people, and it's amazing. Man, I keep thinking about Harrison down in Arizona. He sends me these texts. And then I'm just like, you need to go talk to the car dealer guy. So he goes and talks to the car dealer guy, and guess what? He's got a lot of business now. He's doing really well. So we've got testimonies, plenty of them. We're here to help. We're not here to sell you anything. It's important. And with all the changes that are going on in this industry right now, I think it's pretty important to stay connected to people that have some experience. ATI Insider, Ty, transport guy.
That was awesome, man. Thank you so much for everything you do.
Yeah, man. Thank you. You're the one who did it all. You're the man.
Man, and we're still going, man. I got emails to get back to.
Yeah.
Jack Cooper's on Tuesday night. I just finished the video thumbnail for that. Been in touch with Nikki Perry. Tuesday night's going to be an amazing show, dude. Monday night Roundtable. Tuesday night Jack Cooper. Wednesday DOT Compliance. Thursday Dispatching Live. Friday Cars on the Move. Monday through Friday. We're going to be live every day next week. Actually,
Hey, also, I heard that we got, go ahead.
Cars on the Move Roundtable is a private group, not live, but it counts as work. Yeah.
Did I hear right on that email that Black Book, Paul, and Laura, they're going to do is it once a month show now?
So we're working on, because actually, as I think about it, once a month might be too often, maybe. And so what we're going to do is we're going to gauge it based on what's good timing. So what we're doing is the next one is going to be December 8th. And 6 weeks is not that bad. But we're going to do it as needed. Listen, if something crazy happens, we might be able to throw an update together. But this is amazing. With Black Book, oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's a big deal.
It's a huge deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever wondered why the control levers to these big trucks and trailers are on this side of the truck?
Tell me.
It's called curbside. So the reason it's on this side is when you pull up to the dealership, you park by the curb so you don't get ran over.
Now that is smart. I wonder if they had to find that out the hard way.
Well, I wonder how that works when you have to unload in the middle of the street.
Yeah, which is way too often. That's another thing we're going to get to one of these days, maybe.
Yeah. All right. Well,
okay, man.
Thanks, Jay.
Yeah, dude. Thanks for everything you do. Happy Halloween.
Yeah, you too. I'll talk to you later.
All right, sounds good, buddy.
All right, bye.
Later. Okay, and we let Ty go. And, wow, that was a really interesting... That's the thing is, going live on these shows, never know exactly what we're going to do. I mean, we have a rough guesstimate. And, we know what we want to try to discuss. But we never know exactly what's going to happen, which is why I think live is the way to go. I almost do nothing, just recording and then cut it together and post it. No, man, we're alive. It's happening right now. Things are happening right now. Things are changing so fast. And yeah, man, I've said this before. If life is good and you're making great money and nothing's changed, you don't need this channel. Auto Transport Intel is all about the new information and the changes happening. Lots of things are happening. It may not affect you today. It may not affect the load you've got right now. But you are seeing things change. And it's not just safety stuff. Technology stuff. And there's what's really cool is, I'm always talking to folks. I got some great shows lined up. I can't believe some of the information we're going to talk about in December. Unfortunately, we have to wait a month to hear some of these things, but man, there's some amazing stuff happening. Stick around, Auto Transport Intel. It is your car shipping business channel. I'm excited to be the founder and the host. I'm Jay. You can send me an email, autotransportintel@gmail.com. Hey, what's up, Fritz? Thanks for saying hello. I really do appreciate it. I hope you guys have a happy Halloween. Stay safe. The vote thing, hopefully this vote thing is... Yeah, I don't even want to go there. But it's, it's part of real life. And just try to enjoy the day. Try to enjoy your weekend. And I'll see you guys next week. We got a busy week. Monday, Cars on the Move, Roundtable. Tuesday, Jack Cooper. Wednesday, DOT Compliance. Thursday, Dispatching Live with Sue. Friday, Cars on the Move again, and around it goes. It's amazing, Carlos, the things that are going on. And so, you know what really concerns me? How many people don't know all about all these changes? And, it doesn't matter. I don't know. But I think what happens, whatever handshake deal you thought you were making, suddenly now, the word is out that it's a problem. So I want to help. Let me know how I can help. Send me your emails. autotransportintel@gmail.com. I can put it in industry news, help get the word out. If you've got a flip of the week, if you've got industry news, memes, photos, important stuff to share, or you just want to say hello, please do send me an email. Guys, thanks so much for tuning in. Stay safe. I'll see you next week.